What's up, fam? It's your boy Baxter here, and I want to go over what it looks like to sell in this market and then to buy in this market as well. So I met with a realtor yesterday, and there's a consistent objection that realtors are getting from sellers, and it's a valid concern for sellers too. And that is, hey, I've got a low interest rate. How does it make sense for me to move up and get an interest rate that's almost double? Let's just say, you got a 3.25, 3.5, and you're going to go to 6.5, something like that. How does that make sense? And it doesn't if you just think, hey, I'm going to go up to an interest rate that's double. And so, um, one thing that I want to show is that there's two parts to this. One thing, you want to look at your debts and let's come up with the blended rate, see what that interest rate looks like. And that's just an average of all the rates of your debts. And then let's look at what it looks like to move up into a different home and trade out that low interest rate for today's current rate. So I'm going to share my screen here and I'm going to start with the blended rate scenario. So this is right here. This is what we call your blended rate. Okay. So in this example, we got dad's truck, mom's car, Chase credit card, Home Depot card, and then a personal loan through a local credit union. Okay. And you can see the debt balances here. It totals about $60,000. And then the monthly liabilities are $1,700 on top of the current mortgage that they're paying. Okay. Now, this example, this person bought their home for $430,000. They put 10% down at the very beginning of 21. House is now valued at 640. So they've got, 270,000 in equity. And we're going to show you how to leverage that to move up and still save money. It's pretty wild. So this is the first thing. So you can see that they've got a 3.25 interest rate. Now their blended rate is 10.5. Okay. 10.5%. It's a combination of all the debts here. Now here's where this makes sense. Now we want to pay that off. So if you want to move up, whether you're doing a lateral move or you got to move up, maybe, we all were locked down, we had kids and, there's circumstantial moves. And so you got to move, but you're really hanging on to that interest rate and it's not making sense to you. So this is what I want to bring clarity to. So again, we're including these debts here. We got dad's truck, mom's car, the debts that I showed you on that blended rate. So almost $60,000. And again, it's $1,700 a month going out on top of your mortgage that you're paying. And basically what we do is after calculating and paying off, taking that equity, we're going to put 20% down on the new home. We're going to pay your debt off. And your existing monthly liabilities with your mortgage was $42.12 a month. Okay. So we've got the principal and interest, your taxes and insurance, installment loans, revolving. So you got all your debt there. You're paying about $42.12 a month on that property. Now, by paying that off, we're knocking out the $1,727 a month, and then we're buying a $600,000 home, putting 20% down, paying that off. Well, now, our payment is $35.48, but we don't have any monthly liabilities and we're still up $664 a month. So it's a really easy calculation. Again, this is an example that I did for somebody else and for another realtor. And so if you're a seller and you're thinking about buying in the next 6 to 12 months, this is what we want to figure out right now. So I guarantee you, by having your exit strategy in place first, before you even talk to a realtor to sell your house, let's get this dialed in first. And it will minimize the anxiety of you trying to sell your house because you already know your exit strategy. You know how you're going to buy it, what you're buying. All those numbers are going to make sense to you, so you can focus on selling the house with your realtor and getting top dollar and moving on from there without much anxiety. So it's a real quick, easy fix, and it's a real quick, easy solution to show you what this looks like. And you can see here. So here's the loan details. So the property value is 640. Again, they bought it at 430. Loan balance, your equity in the home, the cost to sell here. They're going up from a 3.25 interest rate to a 6%, and yet they're still saving money, and it makes sense. So if you have questions, if you want to see some numbers for your own scenario, just shoot me a DM, reach out to me. And if you're a realtor and you want to see something like this, I can make this for you. I will brand it, but it's something that you can push out to social media. And if you're running into this objection, this is so powerful, and it just takes a quick minute to just show them what they're looking at. Got to have their debts, but it just brings some clarity and it shows, yes, this is a logical financial decision to move up. Here's how we make it make sense. So reach out to me if you have any questions and share this video if you found it valuable. Thanks, and I will talk with you guys soon. Have a great day. I just got to figure out how to stop recording.